What's up, guys? Welcome back to another day trading video, and today we're going to go over the simple video, a simple trading concept, simple thing to understand: trend lines. Trend lines and market. Well, I can say market condition. Let's put condition right there. Trend lines and market conditions. All right. So trend lines are part of market conditions. If you find a trend line, then you can essentially find the market condition for that market. All right. So let's understand what exactly a trend line is. All right. It's very simple. Today's video is very simple. I'm gonna be short as well, but I'm gonna show you what a trend line is, how to use it, the market condition, because it's a part of it. And then a later video, tomorrow video, no, I think this uploads on Friday. I pre-upload my videos. I think this uploads on Friday, so on Monday, I'll show you how to see it on the charts. So yeah, all right, let's go into the video. First, we have trend lines. All right, what's trend lines? Trend lines are simple. It's lines drawn on the chart to represent the direction of a trend and a potential support and resistance level. Technical analysis. All right, we call this technical analysis. Analyzing the chart so we can make a prediction on where it could go next. All right, very simple, very easy. And I'll show you right now. First, we're going to go into support and resistance. All right, support and resistance. A lot of people use this. It's its own strategy, to be honest. Like, so you just draw support and resistance, and boom, you can trade it. You can take a trade off of that. All right, simple, like an easy strategy. I really don't recommend it. There should be a lot more to it, but I know I think I've seen some YouTubers or whatever use it. There's a lot of YouTubers that teach it and say you can just trade off of it, but I wouldn't really recommend just trading off of support and resistance. It's a good way to help you, yes, but to trade off of it entirely, not really recommended. All right, so first we have support. You can see that when price goes down, it hits the support level, bringing the stock back up. It brings it back down again. What happens? It brings it back up. So every time it hits the support level, we can see that every time it hits this price right here, we see that a support level has been made. All right, price is most likely not going to go under that support level. All right, it's going to be a support. It's going to support the stock to bring it back up. All right, very self-explanatory. Now let's go into resistance. You can see that price goes up to this price. The stock goes up to this price, but then goes right back down. You can see it goes back up again, but hits right back down. All right, so that's resisting, kind of like a ceiling. All right, price wants to hit above this level, but resistance is like, nah, you're going to stay down there. You're going to stay down there. All right, so it pushes the price back down. All right, so that is support and resistance. So if you saw the stock was rejecting at this level like 2 or 3 times, you can see, oh wait, I see a resistance. Let me just draw a straight line, horizontal line right there. I just saw an easy resistance. All right, you can say, hey, I see a support level. Every time the price goes down to this price, it goes right back up 2 or 3 times. Boom. We wait. Price goes down to it. I'm gonna wait. Boom. It goes right back up it goes right back up like I predicted. Right there. See. So then we have, but then sometimes a breakout happens. You can see that price went up. What happened there? All right, this is when resistance turns into support because the resistance level wasn't strong enough. Price just broke above it. There was like, price was like, I don't care that you're resisting. I'm gonna break through the ceiling. And what happens? The ceiling now becomes the floor. So you can see that price went back up to the resistance and became a support level, and it went all the way up. You see a breakout happens, a retest. I think you should know because I teach video. Let me stop. A retest and becomes support, and boom, it brings it right back up. So now we wait until a new resistance happens, or maybe a resistance doesn't happen. Maybe it just keeps going up. We never know. But we do know that this previous resistance level now becomes support, and it can easily happen with support. Price, you can imagine like this never happened. Price goes down, breaks the support, and is now resistance. Boom. It's like floors. So support was floor one. Now we're entering the negative floor one, or the basement. So the floor that was the floor that was for floor one is now the ceiling for the basement level. Try to so you can understand it. All right, so we see a retest. It breaks out right here. A retest becoming support. I mean, sorry, resistance. Resistance. And sorry, my spelling is wrong. No, horrible. But you can see retest and price went down. All right, so that is resistance and support. So price can break out, and once it breaks out, a big reaction tends to happen. Not all the time, but most of the time. The market tends to repeat itself a lot of times. But yeah, that is support and resistance. Now we have a bear market. All right. So this is so you may have heard people say, "I'm feeling bearish. I'm feeling bullish." Bear, bear and bullish. There's no animals in the stock market. Yes, there is. And I'll explain that in a minute. You can see that. You can see that when stock is going down, we're in a bear market. Why? It's very simple to understand. A bear attacks with his claws starting from the top and swiping down. All right, what does the stock do? Go down. All right, so bear, best way to understand it. How does the bear attack? Swiping down. How does stock goes? Down. All right, so that's why people use bear. All right, so this is a bear market. Why? Because you can see that the stock is just ultimately going down. All right, we are we are in no direction to go up. It's just going down. All right, so it's a bear market, and if I was in this market, I would be like, hey, I'm feeling bearish today. That is a clear bearish market right there. And if I'm a bullish trader, I don't want no part of that. But let's go on to bullish. All right, we can see that the stock is going up. Whoa, stock is going up, and we call this bullish. Want to know why? Because a bull starts from the ground like this, and how does it attack? Horns going up. Its horns are going up, boom, like that. Horns like that, going up, attacking up. Right? So it sends a person flying. All right, when a bull attacks you, it hits you and sends you flying. All right, in the stock market, that's exactly what we want for bullish traders. If you're a bear trader, you don't want that. But for bullish traders, that's good. All right, you want to be sent flying all the way up. So I bought, boom, I said be sent flying all the way, and I sold here, and I make a giant profit. But that is bullish. All right, so if I was in the market, I'd be like, whoa, please let me in this market. This market is beautiful. I want to be all in this. I want to take all my money. All right, no, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. But if I was bullish, I'd be like, yeah, I'm liking this market. This is a clear bullish market. All right, so that is bullish and bearish, and that is support and resistance. Very important thing to understand. A lot of people use it to be so. If you hear someone say support, you can join in the conversation and be like, oh yeah, I see that support right there. I see that support. Yeah, the price was bouncing off of that support level right there. Now you sound smart. Or another person was like, wait, Josh, what do you think about the market right now? I think that's gonna go bearish. You can join this conversation and be like, oh no, yeah, that's definitely going bearish right there. You can see that we're obviously in the downtrend. You can see that price is going down. Yeah, we're obviously bearish, bro. Not gonna lie. And then some other guy be like, I got a feeling that in the future it's gonna go bullish though. Anyway, and then you know what bullish means. So I'm like, let me analyze this real quick. Oh, I see a support level right there. Okay, I can see why you think that the market's gonna go bullish. It sounds smart. No, I'm just kidding. It's not to sound smart, but it's to actually understand and know. But now, it's benefit to actually join the conversation. But that's it. Side topic. I don't know why we went into that side topic for a long time, but whatever. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you liked the video, please like, comment, subscribe, and share with all your friends. And yeah, grow the channel. Please like, guys, so the video can go out to other more people trying to learn. Yeah, comment if you have any questions, please, guys. I want to respond to all you guys. If you have any questions or concerns or whatever, blah blah blah, please comment. But if you enjoyed the video, be like, hey, I enjoyed the video, man. Thanks, and I'll be like, hey, I really appreciate it, man. Thank you for watching. But yeah, thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.